This is Replicant Fish. Hit the like button and subscribe for more content. And truly, I hope you're doing well, hope you're feeling well, and have felt yourself in feeling well and doing well. So to the topic of why time to yourself is important. Because time is important. The time it takes to do something, to learn something, to experience something, to learn from mistakes. With time, for some, comes wisdom, comes a view of the world that only exists through seeing it over time, seeing the changing of things, of people, of culture, society, of thoughts, of minds. But with time should also be the time taken for self. You see, in dating, relationships, marriages, whatever, many people go from one to the other. They take no time to stop. There is no interim. There is no intervening time where they stop and think about themselves, to just be by themselves. You see, I don't believe for a second relationships are for everyone. The narrative that it is, and that if you don't have one, if you don't fit in with the program, there's something wrong with you, is actually ridiculous. Because you have to think, aside from personal choices, what about people that aren't, in a sense, dateable? They may lack simple communication skills, so they're more misread than understood. What of persons with disabilities? Certain disabilities. Not saying disabled people don't have relationships, because they do. But there's not many people going out there intentionally trying to date a disabled person, unless they have some malicious reasoning. What about a lack of money? Many step over that one, where many men know that a large portion of women would not want them because they're seen as broke or not earning enough. What about those that lack the confidence to even talk to the opposite sex? What if nothing they have done or can do could ever stop that? You see, I don't have a one-track mind. I don't see everything from one point of view. Because in that thought, I understand I'm missing so much. There's no possible way to understand a broader picture unless you see it from different points of views, and then step back away from yourself, looking at that canvas of the world. You see, the point is, with time, there are many things you can change and improve about yourself that you could not do if you're just going from one to another. You have no interim in which you're finding yourself, trying to understand yourself, being damned honest with yourself, addressing who you are for your sake, not for others. Not for others. The point is, in the interim, to understand yourself above anyone else, more than you jumping back into the dating pool to find someone else. Take the time to understand why the last one didn't work. Is it you? Is it them? Take the time to find out where the problem was. You see, as a man, the thing about relationships is the lack of time you have to do these things. Because even to have someone in your life, and you have some time, it's not only the fact that this person may be in your head, but it's when you come to certain conclusions, certain realizations, epitome moments. It then makes it difficult for you to change and adjust your life when there's someone else in your life. Because everything you change will affect them as well, because they're in your life. So think about this, and if you have experienced it, you know what I mean. When you can see how and why you should make this big change in your life, yet you feel hindered by the person in your life because they aren't on board, they don't see it, they don't have your vision, or they don't care. So understand this, for all the joy and beauty of a relationship, understand how simple things like trying to change and improve yourself that may seem drastic to your partner, that would make many not bother, not try, or just give up. They would say, for the sake of the relationship, the bond, they would put that thought aside because it's no benefit to the relationship. Now some would say that's good, that's you not being selfish, That's you understanding that this is a two-way thing. It's two people here. It's not just you. You can't be selfish and then want to have a drastic, big change in your life, even if it is for the better. You can't do that when you have this person here to consider. And you see, for many people who just go from relationship to relationship, they never take the time to actually see deeper things about themselves, to even try to or begin to understand deeper things about themselves. And because of jealousy, the fear of loneliness, and the policing of other people, many people would think it's boring, it's lame, it's sad. They would actually think it's sad to stop dating for a second and take the damn time to figure out you. And I think that is for a deeper reason. You see, certain relationships, you can't just do whatever you want to do. So understand, if there is a control system in place, and the control system is there to manipulate one member of this partnering of this group, of this coupling, i.e. the woman, let's say, and let's use feminism as the example, you would then see situations where even though the man may think something is wrong and disagrees with it, because of the loyalty to his woman, his girlfriend, his wife, whatever, him not wanting to lose her, think about this. There are many things that she could be manipulated with that the man would just go along with. If that made sense. So in other words, there could be times where this man may see something very stupid and non-beneficial to him as a man, but because his woman may see it as beneficial because it may benefit her, she may then shut down or attempt to shut down his objection to this certain thing, whatever it is. And because many men nowadays are docile to their women, it means for many men, what she says goes. So in a sense, through relationships, through a man's care, devotion, and love, desire for his woman, many men could actually sell themselves out just to maintain that, to keep her there. So it's to understand, there are certain things you can think about in detail and consider, things you can rationalize, things you can take apart, then reassemble, things you can reverse engineer mentally, things you can look at again. You see, when you're by yourself, you can do these things. Many great things have come from people, have come from men in solitude. Men that have that peace of mind, that quiet, tranquility, softly, as if you played pianos in the dark. Andre 3000 from Outkast. But in solitude, one can find himself, herself, themselves. For many, the interim is a point of sadness, of depression, because there's no one there. It's the sad point until you find someone else. If that makes sense to you, then it makes sense to you. But what I've learned to understand is, in the interim, many can understand that there need not be an interim, because there will never be another time when they're in that situation. The good thing about time, and taking time for yourself, is you can really understand what is genuinely best for you. Not from what others say, not from what anyone else says. It's what you understand yourself. And this is why many writers, many artists, many creative people create their best work in solitude. Because when others are around, it's difficult to get deep into your thoughts, into your feelings. Yes, men, feelings. Get deep into the patterns, the structure of things, how things work, why they work, why they are, why they're not. To be on point. Focus. Observe. Remember. The world is yours. Have a nice day.